Hey YouTubers, this is Peter Hall. My brother and I just did a review on a commentary on one of Tim Burton's first films, his take on Hansel and Gretel. We did a commentary on that. The video has information on like the history behind the production of the film and how it was lost, and after it aired one time on the Disney Channel on Halloween 1983, it was lost after that, and then 30 years later it was aired at various exhibitions and posted online. So yeah, so check it out. We did a commentary on it. Hope you like it. We're gonna post it to our YouTube channel, MediaManiacs666@gmail.com. Check it out. Bye. Okay, Hansel and Gretel, 1982 film, written by Julie Hickson, story by the Brothers Grimm. Yeah, the original story. They wrote that story a long time ago. Directed by Tim Burton, producers Julie Hickson, Rick Heinrichs. Original network, the Disney Channel. Original release, Halloween 1983. Hansel and Gretel is a TV special that was made in 1983 for Disney, directed by Tim Burton. It only aired once on October 31st, 1983 at 10:30 p.m. The only other times it was shown was as part of the Tim Burton retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City and the Tim Burton exposition at the Cinémathèque Française in Paris as part of a traveling exhibit. Jim Ishida is the father, Michael Yama is the stepmother and Wicked Witch, Andy Lee is Hansel, Allison Hong is Gretel, David Koenigsberg, Dan the gingerbread man. That guy was fucking creepy. Dan. Vincent Price. His segment was lost, I guess. Because I didn't see him in the video online. Okay. Filmed for $116,000 on 16mm film. This live-action short film featured a cast of Asian amateur actors, kung fu fights despite kung fu being Chinese, and Japanese toys, as Burton was obsessed with Japanese culture at the time of production. The film's design, style, and color schemes paid homage to the Godzilla movies. I really didn't see that, and is said to be heavy on special effects, making use of front projection, forced perspective, and even some stop-motion animation. Most reputable sources claim the film runs a full 45 minutes, but other fan reviews have a listed runtime anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, though the full runtime is 34 minutes and 17 seconds. So the missing segment, the full runtime is 45 minutes, must be Vincent Price's missing narration. A New York Times article states that the special was screened at a museum in modern art as part of a Tim Burton special exhibition which ran from November 22nd, 2009 to April 26, 2010. The last time it was shown was in Paris, as the exposition ended in August 2012. In June 2014, a copy of the short appeared in its entirety online. Okay, so now we're doing the commentary on Tim Burton's Hansel and Gretel. And this is the history of the show airing on the Disney Channel.
An adaptation. Are we going to read it?
Nah. We already talked about this on Wikipedia.
You know, you could just download it straight away so you don't have to watch it twice.
Just shush. We're not gonna watch it. Once it starts, we're not gonna hear any sound because it's superimposing our voices over the
So you're
video.
gonna watch the whole video again?
Shush. Yes, to do the full commentary. Okay, the movie's about to start. I guess this is like its exposition. Hansel and Gretel with Michael Yama, Andy Lee, Allison Hong, Jim Ishida, Hickson. Music composed by John Costa.
Here we see the toys.
Looks like a tiki owl.
What does that look like?
It's a horse. It's a creepy looking horse, but it's a horse. Looks like it has 6 legs or something. Those toys are creepy. Bubblefish. A zebra elephant. A Dalmatian giraffe.
What is that toy?
I don't know. That's a chameleon. His tongue is one of those birthday blower things. Okay, there's Hansel and Gretel. There's their wicked stepmother. I don't know why their dad married her. Michael Yama is the wicked stepmother and the witch that shows up at the end. So I don't know why their dad married her.
Why is it super slow?
It's always like this. But after we finish, it'll play normally.
It'll be your fault.
Okay, so their dad is a toy maker. All their stepmother does is put down the kids and her husband. So, for anybody out there who is in an emotionally or a physically abusive relationship, get out and get help.
Children, for the pleasure of a measly bowl of gold for supper? Not me. I just won't do it.
What they're eating looks like green puke. It does. It's like mashed potatoes or something. I don't know what it is, but
Mix of lima beans.
it's green slop. Yuck. So the pacing on this film is kind of slow. So for a film that's only 34 minutes, it's a little slow and boring. But this was one of Tim Burton's first films, and already you can see his eccentric and bizarre style. I've noticed elements from that would appear later on in his other films, like The Nightmare Before Christmas and
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. This film is actually more like a combination of Nightmare Before Christmas and
You take their side against mine. Am I their mother or aren't I?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Nah.
Come on, the scenes, the when they go to the witch's house and they're eating the candy and all that is reminiscent of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Before I ever treat you again.
How everything was edible except the cake. The cake was fake, but everything else is edible. Bedtime! Go to the bathroom. Do you want me to continue without you?
Sure. Whoa.
Okay, it's a long trap door. Okay, so getting ready to go night-night.
I remember reading in Cinderella once, right after the part where the ugly stepsisters ripped up the dress.
I think that was painted onto something. Those stars in that background.
Says, they can take almost everything. They can't
This is a VHS copy, and it's kind of warbly and stuff like that, so the quality's not that good, but whatever. A little cardboard moon. Their dad's coming up to say goodnight with his little hand puppet clown friend. Boop 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 a doo boop boo boop 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 a doo boop boo boop 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 a boop boop a doo boop 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 boo doo 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 doo.
Jocko, why can't you take care of us all the time? Why does the awful woman have to live with us? Couldn't we just run away?
So my brother just got back from what he was doing, his little break.
Maybe someday she'll go away.
And
Just close your
yep.
eyes and wish her away.
I like the hand puppet
Someday
scene.
we'll all be safe.
Yeah, the hand puppet scene is kind of cute.
Close your eyes and I'll sing you a song.
Why is it starting over?
It's not.
It is. It's at 35 seconds.
We're starting off where we stopped off, okay? Because I paused it and had to played it again, so that confused it, so I had to tell it to record voice narration over again. Boy, this is a long scene. Their dad finally comes up to say goodnight. He made a little gift for them. It looks like a little bird. A duck or something.
So when movie directors do commentary...
Or a swan. I think it's a swan.
When movie directors do commentary on their own movies or like on like other movies, they always shut the sound off.
I guess.
Is that how it works?
Okay. Their wicked stepmother is going to try and get rid of them by taking them for a walk and leaving them someplace.
I've been waiting
But
for you.
they foil her
Let's say we take
by
a little walk in the woods.
leaving a trail of rocks behind or whatever.
Yep.
We're going for a walk. What a glorious bosky day.
I don't know why they trust her, because she insults them and belittles them all the time, but whatever.
They don't really trust her.
They trust her, kind of.
No, they don't.
Trust her enough to do what she wants them to do.
They outsmart her. Well,
Yeah.
the first time anyway.
So she leads them off into the woods, but they come back.
You know, you didn't have to stop the narration.
I'm wondering what was taking you so long. Glad you didn't take your phone with you. Otherwise, you'd have been in there forever.
I wonder if this is how the commentary process works when directors commentate.
Yeah, they gotta superimpose their voices or whatever over it.
Do they have to watch their whole movie slowed down?
I don't know. Okay, so the dad is beginning to wonder where Hansel and Gretel are.
Too late. They should be home by now. Oh, shut up. All you ever think about are those stupid little children. Did you ever think about how much easier it might be without them? Do you ever think about me? You?
The wicked stepmother thinks that she got rid of them, but
What have you
they
done with
come
them?
back.
For two dear little birdlets?
So she does it again.
And the next
Why,
day
just
she
this
has
afternoon I went out into the woods and called.
Yeah,
and
she brings
called
along a
until my
toy
poor
duck
throat ached.
that gobbles up the
Take it from me.
whatever
If
that
there's
is they
another
leave
one of their
behind.
nasty little tricks.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Who is it?
unavailable.
Hang up.
Hello?
We went for a walk in the woods, and then we stopped past the beautiful fountain. But when it finished, we were
Hate
alone.
unavailable
Pitch
phone
dark.
numbers.
But Hansel left pebbles in the path so we could follow them back, and that's how we found our way home.
So now the wicked stepmother has to pretend to be happy that they're back, even though she's really pissed off.
Yep. My favorite part is with the gingerbread man.
Well, Chicken,
That part was
I'm not
creepy.
sure you deserve this after the fright you gave us yesterday, but your father left this present
so
for
like
you,
the part where
with
the wicked
special instructions for you to open it this morning.
Yep.
Why doesn't he give it to us?
When
So
did
now the
he give
wicked
it to
stepmother
us?
is trying to
Because,
convince
Master
them to
Brain, he went
follow
town
her
and
off
tried to sell
again,
some of
and
those
this
ridiculous
time
toys. Open
she
it.
almost succeeds in getting rid of them permanently.
Ta-da!
I swear to God, Josh, I think that,
Oh, it's beautiful.
a whole bunch of elements of this carried over into The Nightmare
But
Before
when did
Christmas.
Dad make
Because
it?
they had a
I've
lot
never
of
seen him do a duck before.
weird and creepy toys in that
He wanted
movie
it to be
too.
surprised.
Like the
He
duck
wanted
on
you to
wheels
be the
and
first to
stuff
try
like
out
that.
his latest idea. What a beautiful day.
They're about to go to the woods
Suppose the
again.
four of us go for a little
So,
walk.
Tim
You said
Burton's
Daddy had to go to town
first
today.
film or whatever
He said
looks
Daddy
more
had
like
to go to
a
town.
televised
Do you see a photo
play,
anywhere around here?
but
Did I see
the
your father be tagging
visuals are
along?
still pretty
No,
good
you stupid little slug. If you
for,
just listen, I'll tell you who I meant.
for such
I meant
an early
me,
effort.
your dippy little brother, your pea-brain self, and the duck. But if you don't want to take it, we'll just leave the duck at home. It doesn't matter to me if you insult your father.
No, we'll take the duck.
Okay, she's leading them off into the forest again, and this time the duck is eating the clues that they leave behind to trace them back to their house.
Do you think the stepmother was the Wicked Witch's secret?
I don't know. It is kind of telling that she disappears, like, the same time they're able to kill the Wicked Witch. So, but we don't know what happens to the stepmother. All we hear the dad say is she's
They're gone.
and she's
He
never
ate them all
coming
up.
back.
She did this. She wants to leave us here to die.
So Hansel and Gretel spend a lonely night out in the middle of the forest. And the little toy duck transforms into some kind of weird robot.
A
And
transformer.
yeah. Transforms into some kind of weird robot and leads them to the Wicked Witch's house. That's not really explained very well.
What?
The part where the duck transforms and leads them to the Wicked Witch's house.
Maybe it's taking us home. Maybe it's some dad.
It's still bird-like.
Yeah.
Its wings become like some kind of long draping cloak or something. I don't know. I swear that looks like Oogie Boogie. The house looks like Oogie Boogie.
I
Looks
see it
like a
now.
face. It's got teeth.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, sorry our commentary is kind of boring, but you know, whatever.
We're watching the film at super slowed down speed, so it's kind of boring.
Yeah, but it's gonna play normally once we're done.
That's true.
The window's a mouth, the bars are teeth. This scene is weird. This makes me think of Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yep. Remember in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when it's snowing that it's actually salt shakers over his house?
Yes. We'll do a review on that later on. The house is bleeding different kinds of food coloring.
Yep.
Look at the expression on the house. The house had like this expression, like Like they were eating it.
My, an apple pie. Who could these two little budgies be?
So here's where the Wicked Witch comes in.
Hello. Oh, come in, dearies, come in.
I wonder if she's
we
blind.
don't want you standing outside in the cold doorstep now, do we? Come in and have
The
some
sunglasses
candy.
make it look like she's blind or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
A candy cane for a nose.
Well, you can tell that it's a plunger stuck to her nose.
It's not a plunger, it's a candy cane.
Yeah, but you can see his nose underneath.
Here's my jiffy feeling. It doesn't look neat, but it's great to eat. Try over there.
On Wikipedia, it said that this movie made references to Godzilla. I don't see them. Do you? It's like the Wicked Witch knew that they were coming because she has little figurines on the cake that look exactly like Hansel and Gretel. So the cake is fake, but the chairs and the table are edible.
Try the table. It's rainbow flavor from Alamo to cherries jubilee.
I don't know how they could eat all that and not get sick.
Go right ahead. Dig in. Help yourself. Don't mind me. That's what it's all here for. Group a chair and eat a stare. Have a seat and be a treat.
I wonder how long it took for them to do this.
Probably a couple of weeks.
Like that? Is it
Maybe longer
raspberries
than
and my
that.
squishy little buddy thumbs like the best?
Already the witch is starting to examine them and talk about fattening them up. They should really have noticed something was going on here.
See, you can tell that that's a plunger, candy cane plunger stuck to her nose.
So they ate the table and the chairs. I would be feeling sick right about now.
Rude of me. How can I ever forgive myself for not thinking?
The witch starts crying for a really stupid reason.
Sleepy weepy after their long journey.
She gets ready to put the kids off the bed and trap them so that she can cook them for
Come
her
along,
meal.
dearie. I have just the thing.
Marshmallow beds!
This scene is kind of creepy. While the kids are asleep, peppermint arms pop out of the beds and grab them.
It feels like a giant pillow. I've never seen a bed like this before.
Something.
You should pay more attention to your safety, dear. They are marshmallow beds, designed specifically for the butteriest of sweetery dreams. Besides, haven't you noticed yet? Almost everything in my house edible. Good night, my dear little cutlets.
Nighty night, children. Sleep well. So this is it. This is where the beds try to capture them.
Yeah, that part was creepy.
Not as creepy as the part with Dan Dan, the gingerbread man.
That's my favorite part. One of them.
The bed's alive! The bed's a monster! Yep, here come the peppermint hands.
Yeah.
They capture Gretel, but Hansel gets away for a little bit.
I'm back in the bed, they're mine. Mine's for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert.
The witch throws throwing stars at him, and he's still so hungry he decides to eat one of them. Nom nom nom.
I do like the,
Hansel's a little piggy.
Let go of me!
Now, my dear, you don't expect to make that happy little mousey now, do you? Pass up on hunting those papery little bones.
So she sends Hansel off into a little room where he meets up with one of her minions who wants him to eat him. This scene is really creepy right here.
Hello, Dumpling. How's the weather down there? Listen, kid, if you play
does
a card
Dan
right, you'll be out of there in no time.
nightmares?
And besides,
Yeah, Dan's
you're
creepy,
the guest
Josh.
of honor
Shut
for
up.
dinner tonight.
There's
And
the
I
sad
know
one from Beetlejuice.
Yep. The sandworm from Beetlejuice is also that monster underneath the stairs with the spiders for hair and snakes for hands. There's Dan Dan.
Little Hansel come to pay me a visit. Is he a famished little boy?
And he wants Hansel to eat him.
Does he want a nice big
Come on,
bite?
kid. It should be obvious that this clown is a
Don't you
evil.
kids read anymore? I'm Dan Dan, the gingerbread man. Usually just your run-of-the-mill midnight snack. But in this case, more like the Last Supper.
What are you talking about? You want me
Dan
to
Dan gives me
eat
the
you?
willies.
Don't be such a baby. Just imagine
Shut up,
crumbly
Josh.
crust, squishy inside, cinnamon aroma. Just start with an eeny weeny little bite.
Well,
Just a little
maybe
bite.
just a taste.
Okay. Nom, nom, nom. That's it. There's Oogie Boogie again.
Where?
Well,
The house.
dear, I might tell you, it all depends on how well you do with fire.
Fire?
The fire
So now
is
the
your
witch
brother,
wants
isn't it now?
Gretel to help her cook her brother.
Yep.
Hello, my little girl.
That's a huge oven.
If you think I'm tasty,
Hansel's
and
finally
you want
starting to
my
feel
body,
sick.
come on, Hansel, take a bite.
I'm not eating anymore. You're disgusting.
I
You don't
said
want
take
to.
another
Do
bite.
it! Okay. In the next scene, Dan Dan says like something that
You're doing this just to spite me. Why would you, little fool?
a complete sexual innuendo. If you think I'm tasty and you
I
want my
said pretty
body,
crummy.
Shut up.
I don't want to eat you anymore. Eat me! Eat me now!
Here comes the airplane.
Here comes the plane.
No!
One little suckling boy, my favorite country bunch, coming up. Well, my dear, if you've got any last words you want to say to your brother,
Okay, so
you'd
we're almost
better Say
done.
them now.
Got about
Hello, my little lad.
15 minutes left
Planning
almost.
your epitaph. And now, my favorite treat, roast boilette with cookie stuffing. I hope a little Dan Dan fattened you up.
Take that, you little cow.
So Gretel hits the Wicked Witch,
Termite, you'll be the
distracts her
appetizer
from
to my
Hansel.
next time.
Hansel's able to break away from the peppermint ants that are holding him hostage.
I love the nun shot.
and then uses them as noodle weapons against the Wicked Witch. Yeah! So Hansel and the witch square off. She uses cookie cutters as weapons him. Gretel distracts her with the throwing star. Ah! That's not my costume! I'm sure they get that bright idea to lure the witch into the oven. I love that part. So the witch actually tries to do a jump kick, and she ends up falling into the oven because of it.
That was stupid.
It's the two jumps. The kids run back home to their daddy. The house is dead and it's melting. Melting! Melting! Ah! And then a golden boat rises up out of the muck and takes them back to their dad.
It's gone. She's gone.
Something's rising up out of the goo. What do you think it is? It's a boat and it's heading this way. Let's get in. Let's trust a strange craft that we've never seen before.
That's their dad.
Yeah, it does take them back to their dad, who's just sitting around moping, not looking for his kids.
Because he sent a boat after them, that's why.
But how did he send the boat after them? The boat came up out of the house after the house melted. That doesn't make any sense.
No, this whole movie doesn't make sense.
It is a Tim Burton film after all.
Tricked by witch. She wanted to eat us. But we pushed
So
her in
their
the
dad
oven.
tells them that their wicked stepmother is gone and never coming back. Wonder what
Poor baby.
happened to her.
I don't believe what I put you through. Please believe me, it'll never happen again.
What happened?
She's gone. We'll never see her
So
again.
he wants to have
But now
a
we're safe,
camp
like we
out.
used
He
to be,
wants to
remember?
roast marshmallows and cook a spaghetti dinner.
Listen.
But Dad, we don't have any money. How are we gonna do that?
No screaming.
And then the boat just spits out a boatload of gold coins.
You know what I want to do?
So they jump
Make a
up
nice,
and
cozy fire,
scream, "We're
roast
rich!
some
We're
marshmallows,
rich! We're filthy,
sing some
stinky
songs,
rich!" La la
Make
la
it
la
the best
la la
dinner you've
la.
ever had. How about it?
But Dad, we still don't have any money.
Yep, the boat spits out a buttload of coins. And they all jump around happily ever after. credits. As Scooter would say, I wouldn't have chosen this interior.
Hey, Josh, look.
Well, I wouldn't have chosen this interior.